Greetings, fellow beings. Yeah, I know, it's been so long, blah, blah, blah. Today, I'll be giving some IRL updates, plans, and whatnot. But first, a little about this art piece. For those of you who follow my itty-bitty social medias, you already know that this is a piece I completed sometime last year, in the summer, I think. This piece is known as Nick Rib 2. Why Nick Rib? Okay, long story short, it is the second in a series of pieces that my Twitch chat so lovingly started calling the Nick Rib series. It's a play on words of Nicholas Rib Cage and the McRib. Like I said, long story. The first Nick Rib had an actual rib cage showing. I'll show you. See? Okay, moving on. The second one, this one, has somewhat of a very different vibe. Obviously, very different color palette than I'm accustomed to as well. But I love how it turned out. I mean, I just enjoyed every bit of painting this. I say that like every painting, don't I? Like every art piece, there was much that was learned while working on this, whilst remaining fun. I think my favorite part was painting the combs. Honeycombs. Another Twitch chat inside joke. And painting the branchlets. I really loved that. Overall, everything about painting Nick Rib 2 was so much fun. I had to share it. Which is why even though this piece is nearly a year old, I still wanted to at least upload the time lapse for this. I just had to. Okay, enough about the ribcage honey holes art piece. Life updates. So, plenty has happened since the last video. I mean, my last video was, hang on, let me check. 8 months ago? Well, there you have it. And no, I'm not counting that little TikTok about my art book collection. By the way, check that out. So, why haven't I been uploading to pretty much all of my socials? And why haven't I been streaming, etc.? I admit that I have been pretty absent. Reason one, first and foremost, I had been quite busy with my commissions. For the later portion of 2021, and so far up until now in 2022, work had been flowing in, to the point where I actually fell behind for a while. After finally having been caught up with work, I was just drained artistically. Not saying I haven't been inspired or driven, I just was really physically exhausted in the creation part, like the actual creating part. So within all of that I just shared about being busy with my commissions, there have been a lot of life changes that made my existence even busier. So within getting those new commissions, I also had gained new clients. My son has been doing school, which obviously means that we, the parents, are very involved. I ended up becoming really ill, ending my 4-year streak, and I'm pregnant. Surprise! We have a baby on the way. Due soon, and we are utterly thrilled. With a baby on the way, life has had to change quite a bit again. I actually live on a schedule now. Crazy, right? Warning, I know I'm gonna get some hater eye rolls, but life as a wife/mom has been a constant balancing act already, and it got even wobblier.
What, you sick of hearing about how we do all the cooking and the cleaning, huh? And then all the taking care of the anak and the growing baby while still running the art business?
Okay, sorry, that was a terrible accent. But you get it. All joking aside, I truly have been busy due to all of that and more. Like, who would have thought just keeping up with normal life stuff already would keep one busy, right? Adulting, so fun. It's funny how I gotta fight this deep down urge to defend myself and prove just how busy I really am. I mean, seriously, you live a life without sharing too much, and humans gotta throw assumptions at you as to how much they think you hate people, or going outside, or the worst of the assumptions is how lazy we must be with all that free time away from the evil extroverts. Like, nah. As tempting as it is to roll out the entire list of my responsibilities, I will spare you that. Anyways, well, now that you know how busy I was / am, time for the plans. So, what do I have planned? A lot. Will I have completed all those plans by the end of this year? Probably not. But for real, things pretty much stay as they are. As long as I have the time for it, I shall create. I'll record / edit / upload as often as possible. Only difference is there definitely should be a few dead months due to the babish. Or who knows? Maybe I'll be super creative during the downtime.
Downtime? You're gonna be a baby mama again. You ain't gonna have any downtime.
Some may say. However, I was looking back to my most active and consistent uploads. And they were during the time my firstborn was very small too. So we shall see. Lastly, I wanted to briefly mention that I have resurrected a couple of old projects that came up with a new one on top of those. These hopefully will go hand in hand. As I complete fragments of one project, it will aid in the completion of the other two. I'm not going to dive into detail of what said projects are, because these will take a long time. I am excited though. Things like this, even for the long haul, keep me driven to continue my art journey. Which brings me to the last of the plans. Sort of plans. One of the next videos coming soon will be a bit different. I realize most friends and family know me as just the person that draws everywhere. And that's about it. I realize that there's not even a shallow understanding of what I do or the day in the life of a visual artist. I also acknowledge that the lack of knowledge within the realm of my occupation is in part my fault for keeping it to myself on the matter. I'm not like this private person to where I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you anything. It's just, I'm not going to be in your face and be like, look at this, I am doing this and I'm doing that. This is how I do things. Oh, you didn't ask for it? Well, look at it anyways. No, that's just not how I do things. And for those little sparks, those little moments where I did feel like throwing what I do to the world and shoving it in your face, I stopped myself mostly having been embarrassed. Dealing with self-comparisons and reoccurring certain ugly feelings. But within recent years, not anymore. Which is why I'm making that video. Mini documentary, I guess? I don't know. Which is why that will be uploaded. And anyways, I've been dying to give a little insight into what my art life is like. So I'm really looking forward to it. So that's pretty much it. That's all I had in my mind to spill to you. If you want to see some future art created in real time, follow me on my Twitch channel. It's mostly just a lot of fun, chilling, chatting, and drawing. Link in the description and at the end of the video. Most of the time, it's gonna be me trying to sketch something normal or pretty, but it never ends up that way. I mean, you've seen my stuff. Usually turns out to be something grotesque yet fun to create, which is the most important thing, right? Sometimes I'll just draw whatever chat suggests. Sometimes. Y'all can be a little weird even for me. Also, I believe I may have mentioned in a previous video how much I like to use art streams to just draw. So even if it's gonna be stupid, I started it, I'm gonna draw it till it's finished and then share it. Occasionally, there are also sprinkles of gameplay streams, like Halo or random horror games with friends and family. I mean, come on, I can't deny my gamer side. I mean, if you want, you can even join in on the roasting of my lack of awesomeness with my chat, like they do already. Just kidding, please don't. I'll cry again, maybe. Oh, and if you do end up at my Twitch channel, in the About section, there are links of everywhere else you may find me. And or give support. Wink, wink. So anyways, thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And as always, thanks for watching. Laters.